So lads, Sophie Cunningham, obviously a player for the Indiana Fever, who got into a little bit of trouble last night. And by trouble, I mean...
Sophie Cunningham just responded in the most brutal way possible to those who launched a petition to have her banned from the WNBA for standing up for Caitlin Clark. Rather than renouncing her position or offering an apology, she did something that made her detractors look entirely silly. Do you think Sophie Cunningham's response to the petition was the ideal method to shut her down? Her reaction has admirers going crazy and haters rushing to salvage face.
But there's been a lot of posts about Sophie Cunningham jerseys completely selling out. There's been a lot of posts. This is the only one. This is genuinely the only one that is quote tweeting. WNBA fans have now made a petition to have Sophie Cunningham removed from the league. You can't make this up. I love how what's the petition on right now? What's the petition?
The petition, the way Sophie Cunningham handled this situation, is a masterclass in how to deal with jealous haters who can't stand seeing loyalty and backbone in action. Let me tell you about the most iconic response to online hate that I've ever witnessed in professional sports. She took a petition to ban her from the WNBA, yes, an actual petition, and turned it into the most epic cell phone in basketball history. Let's start by discussing what started this whole thing. After Sophie stood up for Caitlin Clark against her
coast to coast. And here's we got another breakers here as JC Sheldon goes live.
For a moment, consider how pitiful that is. These people were so incensed by someone confronting bullies that they believed democracy was the solution to their basketball problems because when you really look at the petition, it's comical. It got little over 100 signatures, which tells you everything you need to know about how widespread this purported outrage was. More people probably signed petitions to bring back discontinued fast food items than to ban Sophie Cunningham, but the media ran with it anyway because drama sells better than actual basketball analysis. Now here's where Sophie's genius response comes in. Instead of writing some long defensive statement or getting into Twitter arguments with trolls, she did something absolutely brilliant. She quote tweeted the story about the petition with a simple post about her jerseys being completely sold out. That's it. No essay, no emotional response, just cold, hard facts about supply. And demand the beauty of this response is that I completely flipped the narrative. While a tiny group of haters were trying to get her banned, the actual paying customers were literally buying out her merchandise. It's like having a dozen people protest outside your restaurant while there's a line around the block of customers trying to get in. The numbers don't lie. And Sophie let them do all the talking. Even more satisfying is the fact that her jersey sales skyrocketed, particularly as a result of the incident that prompted people to petition against her fans. When the referees failed to perform their duties, someone finally stood up for Caitlin Clark, and they wanted to support her financially. The timing of Sophie's response was flawless. She waited just long enough for the petition story to gain some traction before casually dropping the sold-out jersey news, as if she were commenting on the weather. This was the social media equivalent of a mic drop, except the mic was composed of only facts and logic. Let's discuss what this response truly represents beyond establishing an effective social media plan. While her detractors were busy composing irate remarks, Sophie demonstrated that she understood a basic truth about professional sports. Money speaks louder than words, and actions speak louder than both.